What is up, guys? We're back here again with another video, and today we're going to be covering the Mark II Oppressor. And for this vehicle, a lot of people thought it was going to be a vehicle that was more of that you have to go and like they thought it was going to, like, it's an individual vehicle you have to buy. You need the terabyte for it, with the specialized workshop to customize it. So I recommend getting the terabyte with specialized workshop, because else then you can't get weapons or flares and all that stuff. So yeah, and like what I was saying earlier, it's an individual vehicle. You don't upgrade the Oppressor; it's its own vehicle. And we will look at the upgrades in 1 second. Okay, so this is the only place you can customize in the terabyte. You got your normal armor upgrades, and then you got flares and chaffs and smokes and stuff. And you got the engine upgrades. And you got your lights and different liveries, which there will be more liveries coming soon. Very soon in this, they're being drip fed, new liveries, so yeah. So those other liveries will be coming eventually in the drip feed. Now this is my favorite livery, this like white, this white and the other one, and then I put a red background. And you got your insurance, and then that you get automatically, and then your normal colors, and then it sells for around 2 mil, fully upgraded. Then for your weapons, you have your stock machine guns. You got the explosive MG, and then you got your humming missiles. Now I recommend the humming missiles. The MG is not very good. It's worse than the B11, and the B11 is the ones aren't very good. And this vehicle does not dive down very well, so it's hard to kind of like dive down and hit people with the explosive bullets. And the missiles are the Deluxo missiles, so the missiles basically never miss. So I just recommend getting the missiles. And there's no point keeping the stock machine guns, because they're not really that good at all either. So missiles is the way. Now it always stays off the ground, as you guys can see in this video that's playing. Now I'm gonna shoot the number 1 to see how many rockets it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, it's 20, so I'm not even going to continue to count for you guys. There's 20 missiles. And this vehicle it's a normal, there's no armor protection, like special armor protection. It's one missile to blow up. That is not in this footage that you guys are seeing right now. So it's one missile to blow up. And it's very fast. But then you can just refill the missiles inside the terabyte if you run out. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. That's what in the footage I just did. I refilled the missiles real quick. Okay, we'll go see the speed of this real quick. Now it is a very fast vehicle. It's slow, it's faster on the ground than it is in the air, so as much as you can, just keep using it on the ground as much as you can, because it goes a lot faster on the ground. Which we will do this little, well, not race, this little just like track run to show how fast it is. It's a very quick vehicle. Now, since it's hovering, the acceleration is basically instant. It speeds up very fast, and then you can also use the boost when you start, so that'll instantly get you basically top speed. which we will go back one more time in first person. So the max speed is about 127 miles an hour. With boosts around 137, basically makes it go 10 miles an hour faster. That is when you're on the ground, so you do go slower when you are off the ground, which we will test in a second. Now, like when you're about this height, like it kind of varies, because when you get close to the ground, see it's starting to go up, because you slowly like start to float down to the ground. The max is 88 miles an hour when you are in the air, and then boost can make you go above 100, around 120 when you boost, which I will demonstrate here in a moment. When I hit the boost, see we got around 120, 130-ish miles an hour from that boost when we were already at 88 miles an hour. So based on that, the speed is a lot faster when you're on the ground. So if you are in a flat area, or you're going, or if there's like a highway from where you are straight to the point, just hover above the ground, you'll go a lot faster, get there a lot faster. So yeah. Now what I'm going to talk about here is the vehicle, just how OP this vehicle is. A lot of people thought it was going to be OP. At first, when I tested this in story mode, I didn't think it was going to be that OP. It didn't seem very good, but then when you brought it into sessions, it starts thinking about how it could be used. My perspective changed a lot. So this vehicle, it's probably the OPest vehicle ever added in the game. Now, why, you may ask? There's not many counters to it. Really at all. But first, what we'll talk about is its ability. Its weapon. They basically took a vehicle that was already very good, the Oppressor, made it better, added the thing that the buzzer does, and then the Oppressor does, to be able to call it straight into you, making it even better. Being able to just go in the turbine and refill the missiles like all the time. Now, we'll go back in a second. As in the footage you guys seeing, it's very hard to fall off this. You just hover over little things, little bumps very easily, as you guys are seeing right now. Now back to it being OP. It just, like, I just think the footage, you can't fall off. So that's even another pro. There is not many cons of this. There is none. There's no cons. The only con is it blows up in one missile, which missiles even hitting you is going to be rare, because you have flares to deflect them. And then them turning on this is insane. So you just turn like right back around on the missile, even if it's a deluxe, they just miss. Like, and then it's very, very fast when it's on the ground, and it's pretty dang fast when it's in there, so you're not able to really shoot anyone off unless you're on PC and have like some extremely precise aim. And then I would say the best counters to this would be trying to snipe it if you're really good at sniping and you're on PC. If you're on console, you're no way you're gonna be able to snipe it with the sticks. Mouse is the only way you're gonna be able to snipe someone off of this if you're on PC. So, and console, there's no chance. The second way would be with machine gun, with a minigun. And the other way would be something that has the new missiles, like the Deluxe or the Vigilante, which that, at their best, like the only thing that's gonna really happen is they're just gonna trade. They're just gonna both hit each other with their missiles, and they're both gonna get taken down. And then they're just gonna respawn. And then the person on the bike is just gonna get a brand new one. The other person's gonna have to wait. So that's not really a good counter. And then I would say the best counter to the Chernobyl bog would be difficult to even get out there, and it's not that good of a counter to this either, because the missiles aren't the new missiles. And then The best counter of this, I would say, is the Insurgent Pickup Custom. And why, you may ask, it is a lot of people wouldn't think this, but it's because it has a machine gun on the top, which can easily can easily shoot a rider off, very simply, very easily. So you could just constantly shoot at them, and then when they shoot at you, the Insurgent Pickup Custom can take missile after missile after missile, so you can continue to take missiles and try to dodge them, even though they're the new missiles, so you're probably not going to be able to dodge them, but you could try to shoot the person off. So that's the best counter, which it's an okay counter, but it's not like a super good counter. So that's like the only counter too. So, and then the other counter would just be fighting with another, like fire on fire, it against itself, another Oppressor MK2 against it. Those are like the two only counters that are okay, that will somewhat work. Now another thing is calling it in. You're gonna be able to call it in through the motorcycle club super easily. So like this, just all you gotta do is just, if you run out of missiles, you just put it away, and then you just get a new one with missiles. And if you're on CEO, you just go to Terabyte Services and you call it in through the Terabyte. Request Oppressor MK2 right there on the screen, or if you're already on it, you just request the Terabyte and go inside the Terabyte to refill the missiles. So there's like, no matter what you're in, you're gonna be able to instantly call this in, because there's so many ways to call it in, and most of them, every single one of the ways to call it in is instant, except for through the mechanic. Now, there's not footage of this on the screen right now, but I learned this the hard way, that when you're on this vehicle, when you're in the Deluxo, which is a vehicle that's very similar to this with the hovering aspect, when you're hovering on this, when you go over water, when you're on the Deluxo, if you push down the stick and you're on water, you just keep hovering. You might sometimes even go faster. When you're on this, that does not happen. You hover over water if you're not pushing down, but if you push down the stick, if the ground's not solid, then you just go straight into it. So, because the jet in the back. So if you're over water, just hover over it, and you'll go super fast, but just don't push down. If you push down, this happened multiple times, you go into the water and your vehicle gets destroyed. So don't do that. No, overall, this is a good vehicle. I recommend you buy it because, for multiple reasons here. It's OP, first of all. So, it's good at both aspects. 2,925,000, but there's many paywalls to get to this. So if you have the money, do it. But this is kind of like a down the line vehicle. So if you you should have most of this, most of businesses in the game, most like normal vehicles is kind of like far down the line type of thing. So I recommend this if you are kind of like down the line, have most things in the game, stuff like that. And you're this is a very good vehicle, obviously. That's why it's OP, because it's so good. And then if you run into one of the best counters would be this itself. So, it's good having it, because it's good at both sides. It's very good for me because I'm going to be using it for my crates and for all my different things to move around very fast and be able to take on anyone that tries to come after it. Now on the other side of things, the Griefer could try to use it because it's very good at that too. You could be able to just blow up people with ease if you were trying to grief with it. So that's the bad part. So, because some people think it should be nerfed. I don't want it to be nerfed because I'm gonna be able to use this very good, and so. But then griefers can use this very good too. It works for everyone. Very good. That's the problem. So, yeah. So it's a very good vehicle. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video or review of the Oppressor MK2. And please leave a like and subscribe. And been more reviews and stuff coming soon. The terabyte review will be coming after this, and I think I got everything for you guys. Oh, there's the trade price, which it's like $1 million difference. So for you guys, just get the trade price. It's really really easy. All you gotta do is just do those 5 missions. You'll get over 100,000 for doing the missions anyway, because they're really fun and really easy, and you get decent pay for them too. So you're gonna get like $1 million off vehicle and like over $100,000, and they're really quick and really easy to do. So do those and get that $1 million off. I did it on stream in like an hour, those missions. So do that. As I said, leave a like and subscribe as I said before. Hope you guys enjoyed, and goodbye.